Welcome to the Jaguar Podcast, a show where we discuss all things related to Duval County's finest NFL football team, the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Blue 42, set, play!
Duval, baby!
What's up, everybody? It's Andrew, coming back at you with another episode. This is going to kind of be a combination of a game recap of the Jags-Titans game plus a game preview of the upcoming matchup between the Jags and the Cowboys. So let's get into it. To start off with first, man, hell of a game by the Jaguars. Kudos to them with a huge win over the Titans in Tennessee at their home field. We haven't won against the Titans, in Tennessee or Nashville rather, since 2013. So this was a hell of a win for the Jags. And, man, the defense played great. I think they had 4 turnovers in this game. A lot of turnovers. I mean, a hell of a hit there by Shaq Quarterman on Derrick Henry. Just destroyed him and popped the ball out. Josh Allen was able to get away or come up with the fumble, rather. Trayvon Walker had a sack. I think he had a forced fumble there and then had another sack, I believe. So the defense just had a hell of an outing. Kudos to Mike Caldwell, who came in with a good game plan. And, Trevor Lawrence, amazing performance. Was just making amazing throws there, in tight spots there to Evan Ingram, to Zay Jones, to Jamal Agnew, to Christian Kirk. I mean, I think it was honestly his best game, in my opinion, in a Jags uniform. So kudos to Trevor, man. I just hope he keeps on getting better, man. Every week he's looking better. I think, that interception against Denver, that interception in the back of the end zone kind of shook him up. So I think, he's learning from it. And I'm really excited, man, just to watch him progress. I think it could be really fun. But yeah, hell of an outing by the Jaguars, and they have to keep their foot on the gas pedal. They can't let up, and they can't sleep on Dallas, who's a really good football team. Have a lot of weapons. I mean, I think their wide receiving core is much better than the Titans. So the secondary for Jacksonville, they're going to have their work cut out for them because, CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup, they're both great wide receivers. So they're going to have to tighten up on them. Our secondary is kind of banged up. We have a lot of injuries. The Jags are going to be coming in this game really banged up. Trayvon Walker's questionable. Andrew Wingard's questionable. Brandon Sheriff's questionable. Darius Williams is questionable. So hopefully those guys will be making the start. I mean, definitely we need Darius Williams because our secondary needs the help right now. And I have a feeling this is going to be man. We're going to be playing man defense in this game. If we're playing zone, Dallas is going to find a way to, hurt us. So I think we need to tighten up the coverage. I think we're going to be seeing a lot of man coverages from Mike Caldwell's defense. But, I think, keys to the game are Jacksonville has to keep their foot on the gas pedal, establish early momentum, hopefully a score, first drive, get the Jaguars fan base going. And then I think they're going to have to have a really good first series on defense. I think Dak Prescott is going to challenge us deep. I think the first play, I could see them, going play action and just targeting Trey Herndon's side, going deep to, Michael Gallup or maybe even CeeDee Lamb, just trying to create mismatches in the secondary. So I think, we're going to see a lot of that, I would imagine, in this game. So the secondary, they're going to have their work cut out for them. I think Andre Cisco should be returning in this game, so that is a good thing. Hopefully he forces some turnovers. Tyson Campbell, he's going to have to shut down CeeDee Lamb or Michael Gallup, whoever he's facing, one-on-one. Darius Williams, if he plays, he's going to help. He's going to have to, help pick up the slack in the secondary, especially given Trey Herndon's not a very good man coverage corner. So Trey Herndon's going to have a good game. He can't give up any big plays. Have to reduce the penalties. Had a lot of penalties in the Tennessee game. That's a killer. I mean, you're just giving yards away at that point to the opposing team. So the Jags have to minimize the penalties. I think, offensively, they're going to have to work the RPO. They're going to have to incorporate JaMycal Hasty into this offense somehow. I think, either by giving him the ball more, running him up the middle, or lining him up in the slot and going deep to him. He had a big play against, I believe it was the Raiders, where he scored that touchdown. So he's going to have a hell of a game. Travis Etienne's got to have a better game too. I mean, he really did nothing against Tennessee. I mean, especially on the ground. So, we're going to have to figure out a way to incorporate him into the offense more to make sure he's more productive. I mean, I could see Doug Peterson lining him up in the slot, using him as a receiving back, maybe throwing out to him in the flats more. Somehow, I mean, the offensive line is going to have to block better. I think they have to work the RPO in there, mix it up between Etienne and Trevor and let him run the ball because Trevor's got wheels, obviously, as we saw with that rushing touchdown, amazing rushing touchdown against the Titans last week. So, yeah, the offensive line has to block better. I mean, they got to dominate in the trenches. This is going to be a nasty defensive line. I mean, you have DeMarcus Lawrence. You're going to have linebackers that can rush the passer like Micah Parsons. So, the offensive line is going to have to block really well. Got to open up some holes for ETN because we got to mix it up. And I think offensively you're going to see some mismatches that the Jags are going to try to exploit. I could see Zay Jones being thrown in there, to kind of create some mismatches, keep that Dallas defense a little on their toes. I think you're going to see a lot of Evan Ingram in this game. Got to work him in there over the middle. You saw Trevor going to him deep as well. So I think you're going to see a lot of Evan Ingram in this game. Hopefully mix in Dan Arnold there. He's also a weapon as well. Christian Kirk and Marvin Jones, they have to have a good game too. Let's go into some of these key matchups here real quick. I'm going to go number one key matchup to start off with here is left tackle Cam Robinson versus DeMarcus Lawrence, defensive end for the Cowboys. That's going to be one to look out for. I think that's going to be a battle. Have to win that one. Have to minimize him, take him, make him a non-factor in this game, minimize him, and protect Trevor, because if he gets, pressure upfield, it's going to be a long day for Jacksonville, and we just don't want that. I don't want Trevor taking hits, and he was taking some hits in the Titans game. So, Cam Robinson has to have a good game. Second matchup here is Jacksonville Jaguars defensive end / linebacker Trayvon Walker against Dallas right tackle Jason Peters. That's going to be one to look out for. That's going to be a battle, man. I think Trayvon Walker was getting a lot of pressure upfield, creating turnovers. He does have that ankle injury, but I can see him, toughen it up in this game and playing. So that'll be one to look out for, but we have to get pressure on the quarterback. Dak Prescott is a pocket passer, but he has legs like, Tannehill. He can run, man. He has wheels. So, having outside contain and getting, pressure not only on the outside with Trayvon Walker, but internally, with Foley Fatakazi, that's going to be crucial. So, have to get outside pressure. Next matchup here is Jacksonville Jaguars wide receiver Christian Kirk versus Dallas corner Trayvon Diggs. This is going to be one to look out for. Hopefully Kirk can win some of these matchups, go deep. This is going to be a Jacksonville Jaguars wide receiving core. I think that is going to keep Dallas on their toes. I think we're going to see a lot of Zay Jones as well being worked on this Dallas secondary. So, and I think their secondary is a little banged up too. I think Curse, their safety, is questionable for this game. He's either questionable or hurt. So, I see Jacksonville going over the middle a lot, going deep with both Evan Ingram and Christian Kirk. But, don't forget, too, I forgot to mention, Dallas has a really great running game there with Pollard and, of course, Zeke Elliott. So this Jacksonville defense, they're going to have to dominate there in the trenches. They got to plug up those gaps. They got to let our linebackers get free to make these tackles. Foley Fatikazi has to have a great game. Devon Hamilton has to have a good game. Maybe we see, Dewan Smoot, Arden Key, and some of our other rotational players like Gotsis, in there. But, Mike Caldwell needs to send pressure in this game. I think if we play conservatively like we did against the Lions, man, Dallas is going to have a field day with our defense. So, yeah, those are really keys to the game. I think I really think the Jags can come away with the win in this game. I think it's going to be a shootout given these two offenses. So, my score prediction for this game is I'm going to go 34-24 Jags. But you guys let me know how you feel. Leave me a comment on the YouTube video or podcast episode. Smash that like button if you enjoyed this video. If you enjoy my work, subscribe to the channel, guys. Won't be doing a live stream for this game because I will actually be in Jacksonville. Might be able to snag tickets, so I might actually be at the game with my friend. But hoping we can come away with a win. Be great to keep the momentum up and go Jags. And I'll see you guys next time.
Let me get that. JYD coming up with the big sack. Quarterbacks beware, we on the prowl. Game day night, you could hear it in our growl. Intimidation on to keep their hearts racing. Eating other teams live on TV front of the nation. Spectacular defensive.
This episode is available on the Jaguar Podcast YouTube channel. So if you stop by, make sure to subscribe and give this video a like. Also, these episodes are available on iTunes, Podbean, Spotify, SoundCloud, Stitcher, and other major podcast distributors as well. So if you don't mind, please leave me a review and some feedback. I'd really appreciate that. If you'd like to connect with me on social media, my Twitter handle is @JagWarPodcast. I'm also on Facebook and Instagram. This is Andrew signing off. Cheers.